Let me start with something you probably need to hear more than anything else right now. You're not broken, you're not pathetic, you're not some lovesick fool who can't take a hint, and you're definitely not the only man lying awake at 2 in the morning, phone in hand, fighting the urge to check if she posted something new. What you are is a man who gave something real to someone who couldn't hold it, and that's not weakness. That's proof you have something most people spend their whole lives pretending to have: depth. But here's where I need you to lean in, because what I'm about to walk you through is going to reshape the way you understand everything that happened, everything you're feeling right now, and most importantly, why you can't seem to let go of someone who let go of you without looking back. You think you're obsessed with her, but you're not really. You're obsessed with an unanswered question. You're obsessed with a version of her that probably never existed outside of your own hope. And you're obsessed with the part of yourself you left inside a relationship that ended without ever giving you a proper goodbye. That's what we're gonna untangle, not to make you forget her faster, but to help you finally understand what's actually keeping you chained. Because until you see the real architecture of this obsession, you'll keep circling the same thoughts, the same memories, the same ghost of a woman who's already moved on, like you were a season she outgrew. So let's go somewhere most people are too afraid to take you, straight into the wound. Here's what nobody tells you about heartbreak from a woman who hurt you. The pain isn't really about her. It's about the story you were writing in your head, the future you could almost taste, the mornings you imagined waking up next to her when things finally settled, the version of life that felt so close you could touch it, until she pulled the rug out from under you without warning. You weren't just in love with a woman, you were in love with a destination, and she was the vehicle you thought would get you there. So when she left, or cheated, or slowly turned cold in ways you couldn't explain, you didn't just lose her, you lost the whole map, and now you're standing in the middle of nowhere, looking around, wondering how you ended up here when you did everything you thought you were supposed to do. That's why it haunts you, not because she was irreplaceable, but because the dream felt irreplaceable. And your mind can't separate the two. You keep replaying the highlight reel, the way she laughed at your jokes, the way she looked at you in those early months like you were exactly what she'd been waiting for. The nights where everything felt aligned, where it seemed impossible that this person could ever become a stranger. And then you contrast it with the coldness, the distance, the way she started treating you like an inconvenience instead of a priority, and your brain short circuits, trying to reconcile how both versions could exist in the same person. Here's the brutal answer: they don't. Those weren't two versions of her. The warm one was the performance, the cold one was the reveal. But stay with me here, because what I'm about to explain is the part most men never get told. And once you understand it, you'll realize why your brain has been working against you this entire time, and how to finally take back control. Let me tell you what's actually happening inside your mind right now, because this isn't just heartbreak, this is withdrawal. When you were with her, especially in those high moments, your brain was flooded with a cocktail of chemicals that felt like love but functioned like addiction. Dopamine every time she gave you attention, oxytocin every time she let you close, and then cortisol every time she pulled away, criticized you, or made you feel like you weren't enough. That cycle, the highs and lows, the hot and cold, the moments of heaven followed by stretches of confusion, it wasn't a flaw in the relationship, it was the relationship. And your nervous system got hooked on the unpredictability. Think about it. The guys in stable, boring relationships don't obsess like this when it ends. But you got the emotional equivalent of a slot machine. Sometimes you won, most times you didn't, and that inconsistency trained your brain to keep pulling the lever, hoping the next moment would be the jackpot. That's why you still think about her, not because the love was real, but because the pattern was addictive. You're not craving her, you're craving the resolution of a cycle that never closed properly. Every time you check her profile, every time you replay old conversations, every time you imagine running into her and finally saying the perfect thing, you're just pulling that lever again, hoping this time the machine pays out. But it won't, it never does. The house always wins, and the house, in this case, is a woman who already cashed out while you were still playing. Let's talk about what actually did the most damage, because it probably wasn't the breakup itself, it was how she left. If she had sat you down, looked you in the eyes, and told you the truth, even if it hurt, you could have processed it, grieved it, eventually moved on from it. But that's not what happened, is it? What you got was silence, ambiguity, mixed signals that made you feel insane. Maybe she ghosted, maybe she slowly pulled away until you were begging for scraps of the woman who once adored you. Maybe she blamed you for things that didn't make sense, rewrote history to paint herself as the victim, and left you holding all the weight while she walked away clean. And that right there, that absence of closure, is why your brain won't stop looping. You see, the human mind doesn't handle incomplete stories well. When something ends without resolution, your subconscious treats it as a threat, an open file that needs to be closed. So it replays and replays and replays, searching for the missing piece that will finally make everything make sense. But here's the dark truth nobody wants to admit. There is no missing piece. There's no hidden explanation that will suddenly unlock peace. She didn't leave because of something you failed to understand. She left because she was done, and she didn't respect you enough to give you a proper ending. That's not a reflection of your worth. That's a reflection of her character, and until you stop looking for answers she was never going to give, you'll stay trapped in a maze. She stopped walking a long time ago. Now here's where most men get this completely wrong, and what I'm about to tell you is the part that's going to make you angry before it sets you free. Because once you understand how she was operating the whole time, you'll never look at this situation the same way again. Let me tell you something about how women leave. They don't leave the way men do. Men often leave in an explosion, an argument, a breaking point, a moment of clarity that happens all at once. But women leave slowly, quietly, strategically. Long before she ended it with you, she was already rehearsing her goodbye. She was already pulling back emotionally while you were still making plans. She was already testing the waters, seeing how you'd react to her distance, to her coldness, to her subtle provocations, gathering the evidence she needed to justify what she'd already decided. And by the time the breakup finally happened, she'd been grieving the relationship for months. She'd already cried her tears in private. She'd already rewritten the story in her head so that you became the villain, or at best, the man who just wasn't right for her. That's why she seemed so calm when it ended. That's why she moved on so fast. That's why she could post smiling pictures and laugh with friends while you could barely breathe. She wasn't cold because she never loved you. She was cold because she processed her pain while you were still loving her out loud. And by the time you found out it was over, she was already halfway healed. You were still in the relationship. She had already left it. You just didn't get the memo. And I know how much that burns. To realize you were fighting for something that was already dead. To realize your loyalty was being offered to someone who had already stopped receiving it. But that pain you're feeling right now, that's not weakness. That's the gap between your integrity and her inability to match it. And closing that gap isn't about hating her. It's about finally seeing her clearly. But here's the part most men never confront. And it's going to sting. Because the truth is, she's not actually the reason you're stuck. The real reason runs much deeper, and until you face it, you'll keep repeating this same cycle with every woman who comes after her. Let me ask you something, and I need you to answer honestly. When you were with her, where did your identity live? Was it in your purpose, your vision, your own path forward? Or was it in how she looked at you, how she made you feel, whether or not she seemed happy with you that day? Because here's what really happened. Somewhere along the way, you stopped being the center of your own life. You gave that position to her. And when she left, she didn't just take herself. She took the foundation you'd been standing on. That's why it feels like you lost everything. Because in a sense, you did. Not because she was everything, but because you made her everything. And now there's a void where your sense of self used to be. This is the part no one talks about. The obsession isn't really about her. It's about the pieces of yourself you left inside her. The parts of your identity you outsourced to her approval. The worth you tied to her presence. You're not trying to get her back. You're trying to get yourself back, but you're looking in the wrong direction. She doesn't have your power. She never did. She just had access to a man who forgot he had power in the first place. And right now, in this moment, you're being given a choice. You can keep searching for yourself in her memory, Or you can start building a version of yourself that never needs to outsource his worth again. One path keeps you stuck, the other sets you free, but only you can decide which one you're willing to walk. You need to understand something about memory. It lies. Right now, your brain is running a highlight reel of this relationship that doesn't include most of the truth. It's showing you the laughter without showing you the silence, the passion without showing you the rejection, the good morning texts without showing you the nights you spent wondering why she suddenly felt so far away. Why? Because your brain is trying to protect you. It's trying to make sense of the loss by inflating the value of what you lost. That way, your pain feels justified. That way, the obsession makes sense. But this protection mechanism is destroying you, because as long as you keep romanticizing what happened, you'll never see it for what it actually was. It wasn't a fairy tale she ruined. It was a situation where you gave more than she was ever willing to receive, where you poured into someone whose cup had holes, where you tried to build a future with someone who was only ever visiting the present moment. That woman you keep mourning, the one who made you feel like you'd found something rare, that woman was a projection. A composite of everything you wanted to believe, layered over a reality that never matched. The real her, she's the one who left without looking back, who let you suffer in silence while she moved on without a second thought, who treated your heartbreak like an inconvenience rather than a consequence of her choices. That's who you're actually grieving. And once you see it clearly, once you stop confusing who she was with who you wished she had been, the spell starts to break. And this is where we need to talk about the thing you've been waiting for, but will never receive. The one thing you think would finally set you free. Because the truth about closure is something most men don't learn until they've wasted years waiting for it. You want closure. I know you do. You want her to call you and explain. You want her to apologize. You want that one conversation where everything finally makes sense and you can walk away with your dignity intact. But that call is never coming. And even if it did, it wouldn't give you what you're looking for. Because closure isn't information. It's not an explanation or an apology. Closure is a decision. It's you deciding that her reasons don't matter anymore. It's you accepting that the ending already happened, even though it didn't look the way you wanted. You're waiting for permission to move on, but she's not going to give it to you. She's not thinking about your healing. She's not losing sleep over your pain. She's living her life while you're stuck pausing yours. And every day you spend waiting for something from her is another day you're choosing her over yourself. Think about that. Every time you check her profile, you're choosing her. Every time you imagine a future conversation, you're choosing her. Every time you measure your progress by whether or not she's noticed your absence, you're choosing her. And that's not love. That's imprisonment. You've made her the warden of your peace, and you keep handing her the keys. So here's what real closure looks like. It looks like blocking her, not out of anger, but out of respect for your own peace. It looks like deleting the messages, not because you hate the memories, but because you're done letting them run your life. It looks like waking up one day and realizing her name doesn't hit the same way anymore. Not because you stopped caring, but because you started caring about yourself more. That's the closure she'll never give you, because it was never hers to offer. Now here's where everything shifts. Because what I'm about to tell you is the part that turns this pain into something that actually serves you. The part that transforms what she did to you into the very thing that rebuilds you stronger than before. You want to know when the obsession dies? It dies when purpose takes its place. When you stop waking up thinking about her and start waking up thinking about what you're building. When the energy you were pouring into phantom conversations gets redirected into the gym, into your craft, into becoming someone she could never have handled anyway. Here's the secret most men never figure out. You don't move on from her by finding someone new. You move on by finding yourself, the version of you that existed before she came in and rearranged your priorities. The version that had his own vision, his own drive, his own identity that didn't depend on whether or not she texted back. That man didn't die. He just got buried under the rubble of a relationship that demanded too much of him. And now it's your job to dig him out, because here's the truth she'll never admit. She didn't leave because you weren't enough. She left because she wasn't capable of receiving what you were offering. You brought her depth, and she was only built for surfaces. You brought her stability, and she confused it with boredom. You brought her loyalty, and she treated it like a cage. That's not your failure. That's her limitation. And the sooner you stop trying to understand her rejection and start building a life that makes her irrelevant, the sooner you'll realize she did you a favor. Not because she was right to leave, but because she revealed how much of yourself you'd been giving away, and now you have the chance to take it all back. Let me tell you what healing actually looks like, because it's not what most people think. Healing isn't the absence of memory. It isn't forgetting her face or pretending the relationship didn't happen. Healing is neutrality. It's being able to see a picture of her without your chest tightening. It's hearing her name without your stomach dropping. It's scrolling past her profile without that pull to click. And to get there, you're going to have to feel things you've been avoiding. The anger you swallowed to keep the peace. The grief you pushed down because it felt too heavy. The humiliation of realizing you begged for attention from someone who didn't deserve access to you. Feel it, all of it. Don't distract yourself with another woman. Don't numb yourself with substances or work or meaningless hookups that just delay the crash. Sit in the discomfort until it stops controlling you. Because here's what nobody tells you. The only way out is through. And the men who try to skip the pain don't heal, they just hide. And hiding always catches up with you, usually in the next relationship, where you repeat the same patterns with a different face. So let this one be the last time. Let her be the teacher that finally woke you up. Not because she deserved that role, but because you deserve to never carry this weight again. So let me bring this back to where we started. You're not obsessed with her. You're obsessed with an ending you didn't get, a love you thought was real, and the version of yourself you'd lost along the way. But here's what you need to understand. She doesn't have your peace. She doesn't hold your worth. And she doesn't get to decide how long you stay stuck in her shadow. You do. You decide when the replaying stops. You decide when the checking ends. You decide when her name loses its power and your own name starts to mean something again. And that's not a process that happens to you. It's a decision you make every single day to stop choosing her memory over your own future, to stop measuring your healing by her happiness, to stop giving someone who walked away the power to keep you frozen in place. She hurt you, yes, but she also revealed something you needed to see. That your heart is capable of a depth most people will never understand. That you have the ability to love in a way that's rare and valuable. And that you had been handing that gift to someone who didn't have the capacity to honor it. That ends now, not because you hate her, but because you finally love yourself more than you love the illusion of her. You're not broken, you're not weak, you're not some pathetic man who can't let go. You're a man who's waking up, a man who's about to stop looking for himself inside a woman who shattered him, a man who's finally ready to rebuild, not to prove anything to her, but to become someone she was never strong enough to deserve. And when that man fully arrives, he won't need her apology, he won't need her regret, he won't need anything from her at all, because he'll have something better than closure. He'll have himself back.